Oh, we're back again. Welcome, my nerds. Welcome back to the Fidget Nerd channel. I'm Zach, just a guy that buys really expensive toys and wants to show them to you. So here we are again. And oh my God, I just like bumped the desk. It looked like there was an earthquake. Okay, so yeah, this week we're doing the Barvana. The Barvana by Dune EDC. So if you don't know about Dune EDC, definitely go check out the Facebook group and give it a little join. Already got like 280 members, so that's good. That shows something. Something's going well. Yeah, it's just all posted by me, apparently. So I have this one here to show you today with this like diamond blasted finish. I don't know if anyone has heard of this before, but it's kind of like, it's sort of blew my mind here because like I don't understand how this is being done. So Stuart Mowry's here in chat with us. He'll be here helping out and let me know if I forget anything and stuff like that too. But he's the maker, the designer and stuff like that. And then this has been machined by NGT Hand Power. So some of you might know NGT Hand Power. He's great at machining, but he's really, really good at like finishing. Like he's got some finishes out there that are crazy. You used to be able to just like PM Solly Vong's the name of the guy, and he would just like make you buttons. You could be like, dude, I need some buttons like this and could do it like this, And it was amazing. Of course, now no one makes buttons anymore. It's like, it's too much hassle for people. They got too big. They got too popular and cool and stuff like that. So no one does it anymore. But you used to be able to do that. And he's good. Like I remember ordering some from him and I would give him like measurements from my calipers. I was like, no. I need buttons that are this wide. And then the guy'd be like this thin in there. And they got to have, like a little built-in shim that's like, this big and this. And he just like, he did it to a T. So he's really good. So we have that machining behind the Barvana. And yeah, we're looking at something pretty fun here. I've been pretty impressed from the moment I opened it up. Boxing video went really well. I was basically just baffled by this diamond blasting that we're talking about, And there's one worthy putting up on the thing. Sup, Pippin? Thank you, Jay Dizzy. Yes, it's so sparkly like diamonds. It's so sparkly. There's the one I wanted to see. You like the maple leaf shirt. Thank you. I was just doing an unboxing video for the Boy before this and by Fidget Boy. I won't show that too much because that's later. And I thought, I mean, like Jason, the designer behind Fidget Boy, I thought he's a debaucherous motherfucker, so he'll probably appreciate this shirt. So that one's in his unboxing video now. And I was lazy. So here you go. You get it here. Yeah, let's get blasted. Okay, cool. Yeah. All I have is coffee though. So yeah, so diamond blasting. I don't know what's going on and how he's doing it, but it's one of those things where I don't give a shit because it's just so cool, right? One thing I'm kind of wondering, it's like, obviously it's the media. Okay, obviously it's something to do with the media. But if you look here, you can see with the lighting, you can see like a slight bit where it didn't quite get it fully. So I'm wondering if it's like the media obviously is like changing the surface texture and it missed it there a little bit. But I'm also wondering if like some of the media like lodges in there or something like that. It can't be. It's got to just be something so fine and so like sharp that it just cuts it. It's just something I've never seen before, and it's amazing how this is stainless steel, right? But all week I've just been feeling like I'm spinning some sort of like crystal titanium or something. It's like an affordable, fancy way of having stainless steel. It's like, okay, I can't afford like crystal titanium. Get something diamond blasted, you know? And then you're gonna have this, right? It's so cool. So Stuart Mowry, he's kind of been in the space longer than I have, since around like 2018 or something like that. Since about kind of since like, I don't know, what it started around 2017. Everyone tells me 2017 is when this whole premium fidget toy thing kind of started kicking off. So Stuart kind of came in a year after that. But other than that, he started kind of designing this stuff until about 2022, right around the same time I actually, you know, found out about this whole community. And, you know, we kind of started doing that, designing from that, and getting all of the inspiration from all of you guys. And it's funny. It's so funny and cool to hear about like how people get inspired by the community. And it's one of the best communities because we're all just putting our differences aside for the love of the toys, right? We all just sit here and we all play with all these toys. And we just all get along. It's great. Like everyone always tells me, they're like, yeah, this the whole Facebook community and the whole community around, you know, fidget toys is just so nice and helpful and everything like that. Everyone just wants you to enjoy these toys. So it's fun to hear someone say that, like, you know, they got inspired by the community to make something like the Barvana, right? And the Barvana, yes, of course, is, you know, a mix of Nirvana with a bar spinner. So that's where you're getting Barvana from. And then who has a Barvana? Who has one? Who has it in machine finish? Because the machine finish is quite striking as well. Let me see if I can pick up a picture of that machine finish one. Where is it? Because, you know, as much as oh, wow, that's a careful. Oh, he's shaking. Careful, buddy. Careful, Jeff. Oh my God, it's going. Oh God, it's making me nervous. Okay. So the machine finished, it's hard to see there. Can't really get it there, but it has got some crisp lines on it. And okay, Kevin Blades has it in machine finished. That's good. You do in blasted. You have one on the way. You have it in diamond. You want one. Stuart had so many people answer questions for him to help along the way. That's the other thing is, like, if you want to be a maker, a designer in this space, it's so easy to just, like, you know, not worry about your ego and put it aside, just ask someone and they're just going to help you, right? We just want more toys. We just want people to make more toys. So they're like, yeah, okay, great. Good. I'll help you with whatever you need. Okay. You got your Barvana machine finish a few days ago. Love it. Excellent. I don't know. I can't find any pictures. But the machine finish is the reason I'm searching is because there it is. There it is. The machine finish on this is like just as good as the diamond, right? You got these beautiful little lines here. It's just a testament to Solly's machining skill. And then I love this in the dish, just doing this. Now this has got to be just like Solly's standard. What does he call this? Just the dished? He has like two kinds of buttons. He calls it like the dished ones and the 3S, the 3-step. I think it stands for 3-step or something. And it is very grippy. It's a very grippy but very soft. In my unboxing video, I described it as it feels like if you were able to like cover metal in this like soft, grippy velvet. If that makes sense to anyone, okay? That's the best I can describe it. Yeah, definitely blasted just because it's so unique. I mean, that machine finish is hot. Like, that is hot as fuck. But, so I wouldn't be sad about getting machine finish, but I'm really happy that I've got the blasted because it's just, I don't have anything like that, right? So it's great. Got both. That's awesome. Right? It is so fucking gorgeous. It is. And yes, there we go. Stuart's saying that is Solly's standard dish. Okay. So that brings me to be kind of excited about, I was asking Stuart about that and about like dishes and stuff like that. So he went with Solly's to get these out here, right? Like did the body and then said, okay, fine, let's just ship them with Solly's design for the button. And Solly was fine with that. And we went with that, right? And it works. It's a good, solid button. You know, it's great. The dish is a little shallow for me though. So I was really excited to hear when he said that he's coming out with this one. Now, what are we calling this again? Stuart, you can have to type it out. What is it? Convex or something like that. So this is his kind of like deeper dish button. And I think there's a picture of what it would look like on a Barvana like that. Not the best picture. I think this is an actual real one in real life. Covenix. Ooh, Covenix. Support your local coven. Okay. Witches need money too. Support your local coven. Covenix. I like that. I don't know what it means, but I love it. So you have the Covenix too. So they're out already? Well, I want one now. Okay. So there's apparently like a 2.5 mil dish depth going on in there. Now, if you recall yesterday's live stream, we were talking about the Mesa, and I measured its dish depth at about 2.2 mil, and it is a very, very good middle of the way kind of dish depth. It's not like so deep that it's like a 3 mil, 4 mil, like a T times from LIC EDC, and it's not so shallow that it's like shallow like what we have here, just a very safe kind of thing. But it's good middle ground. It's very, very nice depth. So I am looking very forward to maybe trying one of those sometime in the future. There are some members who have the proto buttons. Ooh, special members. And there we go, 2.25. So that's basically the same dish depth as the Mesa. And what I'm really loving is these little, I can see that this little part right here, I'm picking up on these little design cues here. This little flat bit here, I can tell that's a little flattened out bit, and then goes down to a chamfer, then goes down straight there. So straight up chamfer, flat, just a tiny little flat there, maybe a mil, and then scoops down to this nice generous 2.25 mil depth button, right? So good. Gonna add so much girth and grip, something like that. I need more coffee apparently. So yeah, really happy with that. Did you know that a group of, yes, that's what I meant. Support your local coven. Every city has a coven. Find your covens, support your local coven. All right. It's good. It's good for them. Or they'll cast spells on you and you're doomed. Yep. Yeah. We're talking about amazing things, and it's great. It's good. It's so easy to flip. It's so easy to like move around. And it's because, I've been thinking about it a lot. And realizing, it is a bar spinner. Bars are simple. Bars are easy, right? We like bars, right? It's very similar to say like, what do I talk about here? What are some legendary bar spinners? We have the Spin-A-Ma-Thing. Spin-A-Ma-Thing by Modus Works is probably like one of the first very, very legendary bar spinners. And then we have even like the Naboo 2.0 by NGT Hampower. Probably one of the reasons that he was able to get this so dialed in, because he has experience making a very, very good bar spinner, the Naboo 2.0. All right. And then we have things like the Collision. All right. And that brings me to the next point. So Stuart, this was pegged as being too much like a Collision, or the Collision. What was it called? I can bring it up. The Collision Air. Someone told him along. So you have the Collision, right? You have the Collision. Classic, really good bar spinner. Very lazy design in my opinion, but it works, right? It's literally just a bar of fucking metal, right? With a button in it, right? So extremely lazy, easy freaking design, but it's just a testament to the idea that, we like simple stuff with Fidgets. It works. Circles, triangles, and squares and rectangles. That's, it works. We like that. All right. No, not a Horizon. Horizon is too big. So yeah, it was this. So we thought someone thought it looked too much like the Collision Air because of the cutouts. I think it would have passed anyway, but I also think that Stuart kind of came out on top though, because like if you look at the difference here, yeah, dude, people got chill. No kidding. But the thing that's cool, okay, this is why I'm mentioning this, because Stuart heard this, and instead of going like, dude, you got to chill, whatever, I'm just going to release the damn thing the way I need it. He took it as a sign to be like, I need to, design this just a little bit further, and that will put it over the edge and make it go from good to great. And the reason I'm thinking that's happened, because correct me if I'm wrong, Stuart, but were these like triangles not here yet? Like, was it a cutout? Was it because the cutout was just square? And yeah, that's what I was trying to say. You gave it the design, its final push to be finalized. Yes, you say things so much better than I do. So yeah, as far as I can tell, he added these triangles, right? Thank you, Stuart. I saw that question about the weight. Thank you for doing that. So these triangles got added, and I think that makes it kind of perfect, because now we have square shapes, right? We have a rectangle, we have circles, and we also have triangles all in one. So I've had a whole week to like think about this and go like, what is it that I like about this design? And I realized, yeah, in fidgets, we like triangles and we like circles and we like square things. And this thing is bringing all of those shapes together in one. So kudos. So yeah, maybe it looked like a little bit like the collisionaire, but whatever. Cap has borrowed from ideas from other people as well. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not supposed to talk about that shit anymore. It gets people mad. The cutout, what does it say? What do you say there? The cutout. You like Stuart's much better. I like Stuart's much better too, Nicole. The cutout was inspired by my Hex logo I've had for some years. I include stickers with the Borvon. That's right. Where is that thing? That thing's so cool. He's talking about this. So inspired by that. That's fair. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's basically half the logo. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'm out of real estate, so I gotta find a cool place to put this sticker. This thing is like, cool. Like I'm gonna have to put a seizure warning up on this live stream now or something like that. That's like, whoo. It's great. I love it. I love it. Bro, no one can make anything anymore without being called a cloner. It feels like, yeah, we're getting a little bit like, I don't know. I've said it before. I think we need to put our egos aside and just chill. If it looks, I'll say it once and I'm going to say it again. If you put the two side by side and I just go like this, like if I'm holding two, like you hold two of them up, right? And I go like this, and then I get to go and look at it for 1 second and then turn my head. And I don't know that there's two different fidgets or two different spinners, two different things in the hand. And I don't know that, then someone has made it too much like the other one. You need to change. But if I can do that and I can go like this and I go two fidgets. Yeah, you've got two different fidgets in your hand. Then I think we're okay. Okay. Like considering the fact that, if you tried to like drive down the street and like look at all the cars that come by, I wouldn't know what cars are, like cars are ridiculous now. I don't even know how they get away with like that kind of stuff with cars. Like cars all look the same to me. But maybe that's, some car people will be like, how dare you? How dare you? The Honda Civic 1986 looks so much different than the 1986 AMC Gremlin, or I don't know, whatever, right? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. No one can own a shape. That's true. That's true. Yeah. It's full. It's full. I know what you mean. I'm supposed to put it on the edges, but both of my sides are full. Both of my sides are full. All makers must contact the copyright holders of the circle, rectangle, square. We must unite and we must get them together and talk about all that stuff. We should. I have so many stash of stickers everywhere. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of a thing here. I need to figure out more stuff. Maybe I need to buy another storage hub or something like that. Somebody else put it on. I'm loath to start putting it on like my computer or something like that because I find it just doesn't get displayed properly. You know what I mean? So what I kind of want to talk about as well is the button swapping on this thing. Okay. Kind of pretty cool because, you know, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have so much fun with the buttons on this thing. I got to talk about it further. And that reminds me, I got reminded of something that I don't know if I've ever like mentioned on this channel before. And it's a little tip. Okay. It's a little tip for your buttons. Okay. So I got reminded of it because I was undoing the button on this one. So I'm going to show you. So if I take this button and that grub screw is screwed all the way in. Now I'm going to try to get really close here so you can see it. Maybe it'll get into focus here. So I don't know if you can tell. It's probably going to be easier if I put it in here so you can see the reference. But can you see how the grub screw is kind of like pointing a little bit that way? Can anyone see that? That the grub screw is like basically that diamond blasting is grippy. See how it's at a little bit of an angle? You see that? Just the tiniest bit of an angle. Right? It's going a little bit that way. So why that's happening, and it's no like big machining fault or anything like that, but why that's happening is that sometimes in the bottom of the little borehole there, and then depending on what grub screw you're using, when you screw it in all the way, if that hole at the bottom isn't totally flat, the thing will just it'll kind of tip to the side because it like lines up with the bottom of the hole, or maybe the screw's like a little bit smaller than the hole or something like that. So what happens sometimes, and I got reminded of it when I was doing this, because you take this and when it's tight, then you try to screw it on and it's really hard to find that thread when it's at an angle because this is trying to go in nice and straight and then the screw's at a little bit of an angle. So it's something I've been doing with my buttons for the longest time, and you guys should all do it too. Like grab any of your spinners right now and just check, right? See if any of those like screws are going to the side, and then grab your screwdriver, and all you actually have to do is you screw it in all the way, and then you literally just, you go the tiniest bit. That's it. Like you just take it all in all the way and then out like that much. And all it does is it doesn't seat it all the way, and then it makes it straight. And then you can go and you can screw it in and it goes in nice and easy. So that's something I've been doing with all my buttons. And you put the female side in the spinner first. Yeah, you could do that, I guess. I don't like doing that. I like to do it just how I did it. So I'm going to keep doing it that way. You guys do it however you want. But that was just a little tip. I'm just trying to dispense knowledge here, right? So I kind of do that with all my buttons, because sometimes I've found also that, have you ever had a button, I'll get these Makume Drakes on here because this has got to be my favorite mashup. Go away, Twitch bots. Freaking Twitch bots. Get out of here. So most probably like my favorite mashup so far. But what I've noticed is that sometimes your buttons, does anyone have a spinner that feels like it doesn't spin quite like as much as it should? You should check and you should spin just your buttons. If you spin just your buttons and the spin only lasts like maybe 10 seconds or something like that, it might be because your little grub screw is a little bit at an angle and that it's making the button seat weird with the bearing, and it could be constricting the bearing. So that's something else I always do. I always take that and I'll always spin just my buttons in the spinner, and I will see if they spin for, like, they should spin for a good like 20, 30 seconds, really, you know, if they're completely free of everything. So yeah. That's some little tune-up things. They're like little things that I learned like over the years of just messing around, but they're very valuable little things to remember that you can really Save yourself a lot of frustration by checking that stuff out. Okay. So that's something I've been doing with this. And then, yeah. Okay. So what else? So this button, man, you can tell I'm all excited about this. I just love buttons, right? So this thing has just been such a good button, a button spinner, right? Just the pairings alone are like just, oh God, it's so good, right? So I took some really cool pictures of this one specifically. This has been like my go-to. I've been driving around with this one, and in the beginning, I got it. So it came with a go fast bearing, and I was noticing like a little bit of scratchiness in it, but then it kind of went away. And then I was like, oh man, that's those black ceramic balls and go fast. They're always so finicky, I find. Sometimes it can be like, it depends how warm the room is and stuff like that with ceramics. It's really interesting. So I took it out and I put a different hybrid bearing in, and I'm segueing again here, guys, but this is another little good tip, okay? So I went to, to EDC, Samuel Roscoe. He's been using these new bearings that he calls side pocket because they have 8 balls in them, okay? So they only have 8 balls, and they're hybrid. So they're a hybrid 8-ball black ceramic balls in there, but only 8 balls instead of like 10. We're really used to about 10 balls in our bearings, right? And then you have a double crown retainer, all stainless steel races. Holy shit, guys. These bearings fly like a motherfucker. Like I thought this thing was fast with my other hybrid one. I had one that was just like these, but 10 balls. I thought it was fast with that. But I put one of those in this thing, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so loose. It's so fast. So it was like such a buy going to Samuel and being like, please sell me some side pockets. I really want them, right? I really want them. So he did, thankfully, sold me some side pockets. They weren't as cheap as I would have liked them to be. It wasn't like I was like buying bulk and stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely banging bearing. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm theorizing that maybe 8 balls works like a little bit better because we have less balls to gunk up, to get dust in, to, spin around there easier and stuff like that. They're just so fast. And when I test them on my little, when I go and test them on my little thing here before I put one in, I'll show you a difference. This is the one I had in before. Let's see if it does it. Okay, so what I do when I test a bearing, I'm sorry I'm segueing, but this is important stuff, okay? This is great. So when I test a bearing, this is the 10-ball one, not the side pocket, okay? I take it, I put it on this little stick that I got from Amazon. It's a yo-yo tool, right? You put this little bearing on this, right? And then you go like this, and I just spin it just to see how it's spinning, right? And it's like, okay, cool. That one spun a pretty decent time. Didn't stop in the first like 3 seconds or something like that. So that's a pretty good bearing. I think I'll put that one in, right? It spun for a decent amount of time. And then I start putting these things on. That one spun for a really short amount of time. And then I put this one on. And I was like, what, really? It's got to have at least like a couple more seconds of spin on there. Like they're loose. They're loose and fast and great. Love it. So anyway, gushing about the side pocket bearings. New favorite bearing. There we go. Okay. Otherwise, check out these ModusWorks Spin-a-thing buttons on this. Speaking of, and this is one thing that just brings the design together so well. So these are bronze Spin-a-thing buttons from my bronze Spin-a-thing. And when you are talking about the squares and the triangles and then circles, this is just like one of those design aesthetics. It just gets me. It's just like bringing it all together. It's really quite cool. Dung ho. Can I get a shout out to my friend Lisa? Is Lisa there with you right now? Hey, Lisa. Buy fidget toys. In fact, buy them for Dan Ho because he needs more, okay? If, I don't know, maybe you're involved with him that way. Buy fidget toys, okay? You know, enjoy. There, was that shut up? Okay. That's a sexy spinner. Yes, it is. It is. That's a good way to describe it. Nicole with all of the descriptors. Fucking gorgeous, sexy. It's perfect. It's perfect. So that's great on there. Been loving that one. Was playing with that for a little bit. Got a couple of warp videos on that. And then, yeah, whatever. Some Drake's on here. Surprisingly, have not been enjoying the Drakes as much because it's kind of a light spinner. And then you put titanium buttons on here and you're already kind of light, right? So that's why I've been enjoying the Makume on there as most. As most? The most. The most. And then speaking of it being a lighter spinner, I've noticed something because it's technically a skeletonized spinner, or I really liked the term that Zhen Zhang over at ZZMPA referred to as SP2 skeletonized spinner as. He called it SP2IR. Now, not to like, you know, kind of steal the nomenclature that, you know, that Zen is doing with his spinners and stuff like that. But IR basically stands for inertia reduction. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it stands for inertia reduction. And it's so accurate because when you lose weight on the outside of a spinner, right, there's less weight on the arm. So then there's less throw when it's going around. So you lose inertia and you lose a bit of speed, and you lose that like speed maintenance, right? Like it can't maintain a speed for as long. So something I noticed, if you're someone that loves warping spinners, with any kind of skeletonized spinner, you're not going to get it to like hang at the peak of warps as long, right? It's just not going to happen because it doesn't have the kind of weight on the outsides to have it hold for a very long time, right? To keep that inertia going. So that was one of the things where I was trying to get warp with it, and I changed bearing, and I was like, oh, it's got to be the bearing. Maybe I'll get it to hold better there. And then I realized after, I was like, okay, right. Like, come on, Zach. It's a skeletonized spinner, and you're used to spinning so much freaking tungsten that stuff just holds so well. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite like spin and catch sort of spinners now to date. I love it. It's great. Thanks, Stuart, for sending this over for review. It was really, really fun to do, and I hope it makes more. Speaking of, what are you making more of? You told me what you're making more of. Was it zirconium? So what we got here? So yeah, he is going to be making, or getting made, machine finished oil slick and diamond blasted zirconium. Okay? I don't even know what diamond blasted would look like in a zirconium, but that would be amazing. Like, I don't even know how that would come. Like, I don't know how that would come through, but I want to see it. I'm here for it. I want to see it. Like, I guess it would be blackened and then the blasting. And I'm really interested to see that one. I think that's going to look, it's going to look like a dark void of space or something like that with 1,000 stars in there and stuff like that. What else we got here? Oh, hey, Keith. So we got to talk about something, okay? Nicole, she needs more fidget spinners, all right? It's going to help with her focus. It's going to help with attention span, and that's going to help you, okay, in the long run, all right? So you need to stop buying so much beer, and you need to buy more fidget spinners, all right, Keith? Cool, great. Glad we got an understanding. So NJT had a Naboo one recently. Interesting. They did? Can we see it? It's there. That's what it looks like. Oh, sick. So it's going to look like that, guys. It's going to look like that. That's almost exactly in my mind what that's so cool. I told you like a dark like space with 1,000 stars. So we're gonna have a Barvana that looks like that. That is that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You told me. Yeah. And then I found it. Okay. Yeah. Whoa, that's nuts. Yeah, it should. And then we should be having these in August. Okay. Awesome. This is great. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Okay. So what we're going to do, I was going to, you're welcome, Nicole. I was going to put this up on the wheel, but Stuart was amazing and basically said, no, I want you to keep that. That is your gift. Thank you. Thank you again. That is amazing. I love it. So this one is staying with me, but Stuart said, I have another one on me. You're going to put it up on the wheel, one just like this, stainless steel, diamond blasted for $120. That is some money off too. You guys are getting a deal trying to get it on the wheel. So we're going to put it on the wheel. And yeah, we're going to put it up there and then we're going to spin the wheel. Okay? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You wish you did, didn't you? Okay, so let's go over to the fidget wheel and get this all spun up. So what are we going to do? We're going to go... yeah, this one we can do the money symbol. So if it has a money symbol, that means that it is a paid item. So we'll go SS with money symbol S for stainless steel. I really want to write diamond blasted. I think it's important. We have to write it. Diamond blasted Barvana. And then we'll go 120. And it's plus shipping. 120 plus shipping. And yeah, Stuart will ship that out to you immediately. If you go for it and you win it. Okay, so it's on the wheel now. There we are. Ready to ship. Someone grab the last. It's the last stainless steel diamond blasted Barvana. That is so cool. It's the last one. That's freaking awesome. Okay. So let's get this going. Let's see Nightbot. I see someone already jumped in on the... done. Just do it. Dung Ho's ready. Dung Ho's ready. Dung Ho already did it, guys. So basically, what you gotta do is you gotta type in exclamation mark fidget, just like old ready time Dung Ho did, and then we'll see who's gonna spin the wheel this week, and we will. I don't know. Hopefully, Stuart will ship out a stainless steel Barvana. But there's some pretty hot stuff up there right now. There's pretty hot stuff out there. There's some fun freebies, but there's some fun stuff to buy too. It really is. But everyone just wants to go for sobs and clean EDC stuff. That makes sense. I actually unboxed a clean EDC today. A little preview for you. Got a little mini tungsten slim pillar here. It's going to be next week's little delight. So that'll be fun. Okay. 30 entries. I'd like to see more. I'd love a 35. But 30 is a good round number. We could go with 30. That's for me, right? Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Steven's in. No, Osman Salmanoff over at Clean EC. He gave me an interesting choice. He said, I'm going to send you the tungsten slim pillar for review. And he said, you can choose. You can use it for a while, for, a little bit, and you can decide whether or not you want to keep it. If you want to keep it, you are welcome to buy it from me as, a thank you for like doing the reviews and all that stuff and blah, blah, blah. Or you can do a sign-up sale for it during one of the live streams. So I have a week to decide what I want to do. I mean, I know what you guys want me to do. But yeah, that's basically where we're at with that. So I unboxed that today. And I'm going to be playing with it all week. And then we'll be doing the live stream for that on July 27th? July 27th. I think, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, 33 entries. So really trickling down here. So I think we're just going to have to do it. We're just going to have to find out who it is. who the winner is. I should bring up the previous list so we know who we're dealing with here. So we got. So we're only 2 weeks into our new cycle of winners. We have got Jeremy. Jeremy kicked it off with a freaking amazing win, basically making himself win the custom sob. You had to be there to see it. And then we had Begani get the stainless steel mesa. That was an awesome win too. She wanted to go for clean EC, landed on the mesa, decided to grab it anyway. So that's awesome. Love it. Okay. Still 33. Cool. Great. So it's going to be Graceland. Miss Land. Yeah, I think I've sold to Graceland before. I think I've sold you some stuff before. That's pretty cool. I recognize your name. Remember, tell me if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I sold you. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm going to try to dig into my brain here big time. I'm going to try to dig into my brain. Grace, are you a different Grace? You're maybe a different Grace, okay? But I swear to God, I sold like a tungsten Catla to a Grace one time, like way back in the day. I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but I think I did that. Anyway, W's in the chat for Graceland. W's in the chat. So Graceland is not a member of the Nerd Herd. So this is interesting. No leveling up the wheel. Just 3 straight spins. Here we go. Let's see what Grace gets. It's gonna be interesting. Not that Grace. Okay, so it was another Grace, but yeah, that just like pinged my head. And got it. Okay, so let's go back to here. Let's go to the wheel. So Grace, you ever played this game before? I don't think you have. As far as I know, Graceland has never played this game before. So the way this works, Grace, most people know this works, is that we've got a wheel. We got lots of fidgets on here, okay? And anything with a little money symbol in front of it, that is a paid item, okay? Anything with not, that is a free item, all right? You have 3 spins. You can spin, and then, what it lands on, you could take that right then. You could be like, oh, it's a paid item. I want it. I'm going to pay for it because that's so hard to get kind of thing, but you're getting this chance to get it here, right, without doing some crazy sign-up sale. So I'm going to buy it, right? And we'll work that out. Or it lands on a free item, and you're like, I want it. Great, good. Or it lands on something you go, I don't want that. I want to spin again. You got 3 spins, okay? So you forfeit whatever you landed on, and you spin again, and then you see what you get. And then you could spin one more time, and whatever you land on the 3rd spin, that is what you're taking home, okay? So let's do it. I'm going to give it one little shuffle because I didn't do a shuffle after we added the new item. And then, yeah, let's get this game on the road. Graceland, W's in the chat for Graceland. Spin, big money. Here we go. Graceland. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's free. That's a free one. This one's here. Let me grab it so we can take a look at it. Where is it? This one's fun. This is a fun little guy. So this is from my buddy, Jesse. Jesse over at Otter EDC. Really cool guy. Does some of the coolest 3D printed stuff. And this is like his sandwich kind of slider thing. I'll put it on a mic so you can hear it. And then you can decide a little bit better if you want it. Oh, right. And this is, JP just reminded me, this is like prototype. This is prototype, very rare. You're never going to get one like this again. It does open up and you can change magnets around and stuff. It comes with extra magnets and different cages and things that you can flip things around with. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's his sandwich. It's his sandwich with a cider. And you couldn't, JP's kind of true. Yeah, this is like, he kind of just does all this green and pink stuff for me a lot of the time. So this is a very kind of special one, but yeah. So you can go for that, or you can spin again. You can spin again. There is more possibilities. Could be something cool. You know, 2 more spins. Anyway, that is that option there. We will let Grace decide. Reminds me of the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't play a ton of Dreamcast, but I kind of see what you're talking about there. Okay, I've got a spin again. We're going again. Okay, here we go. Done. So that stays on the wheel. And we are spinning again. Here we go. Boom. Spin. Big fidget money. Oh, interesting. Free laser engraving from Clean EC. So if you have something that you want laser engraved, you can send it to Osman Salmanoff over at Clean EC. And he is a guy that makes the slim pillows and stuff like that. And he has done some crazy stuff with laser engraving. And he will, like, this is like just what he's laser engraved there. But I think I have some other examples of his laser engraving, unless you just tell me to spin again. But if not, I will show that you can do stuff like that, you know, and he can just do that on any of your fidgets that you have, any spinner and stuff. He can just do crazy designs, right? He's done some cool stuff for Abby Bay, did penguins on hers and things like that. So he's offering us that for free. And that is what is on the wheel there. Or we could spin again and see what we get. Drake's pot leaves. Yes, good point, Chris. Go with the final spin. Oh, I love it. The final spin. Oh, this is good. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we get. One more spin, Grace. Let's get it. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. Whoa! Whoa, you got a free Ultimate Super G. That's actually kind of a cool win. Oh my God. Okay, so that's like, that's pretty cool. Wow. Oh. Is this it? This is it. Okay, this is Oh, that's cool. Guys, W's in the chat. Let's let Grace know if she won here. This is a cool, unique fidget. Yeah, I didn't know someone was gonna win this so fast. This is pretty cool. Okay, so it was one. Grace, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? So you have won the Super G with the cog, with the center of gravity included. Okay, that's the one you really wanted? Oh, come on, really? That's insane. Okay, well, you know what it is then. You know what's going on. You got stickers in there from Unquiet Hands. And there it is. I don't know if you saw my review before, but there you go. There we go. There's Chris. It works. Even when you're not a Nerd Herd member, you're still getting wins. It still works. That's great. What a love story. What a beautiful, beautiful, fun little love story. So I'm going to pack this up again. We all know what this is. Yeah, we're going to keep this nice and safe for Grace. And Grace, Land, if I'm not friends with you on Facebook or something like that, you know, PM me, Zachary Butcher on Facebook. You can find like my link to my Facebook page, like on the main page of the YouTube channel. It's under all the about stuff with all the other links and stuff like that. If you need it, give me a PM on Facebook. That's the easiest way to do it. And then I will know who you are on Facebook and we can exchange mailing info and stuff like that. All ask probably is just for a little bit of money for shipping kind of thing. But otherwise, yeah. All free to you. Massive win. That is so awesome. Glad that all worked out. That was a little tense there, right? It was kind of like, oh, okay. Free item. free item. It's like, should I take it? That's a free item. That's free. Should I take it? And then you just went for it. You went for the last one, and it really worked out. I love that. You are welcome, Grace. Truly feeling the love. Okay, excellent. I am too. Well, thank you, Stuart Mowry, once again for sending over the Barvana. It's up on the wheel now. So next week, maybe we take a look at that. Maybe someone grabs that. And then we're going to have to decide. I'm going to have to decide, am I doing a sign-up sale or am I, keeping this beautiful little tungsten mini slim pillar? This is on for next week for review. So that'll be there. And then week after that, we'll be doing the Ooh Boy from Fidget Boy. All right. So that's what's on the block coming up. Thanks all you guys. Thanks Grace for playing. And yeah, thanks all those people that I, forgot about. You guys are great. Come back next Sunday for more fidgety fun. I'm cutting the feed.